Hello, and welcome back to Harry and Meghan Tales, where we cut through the noise, challenge the spin, and bring you the stories behind the headlines. I'm Adrian, and today we're diving into the latest health update from Buckingham Palace about King Charles. And yes, there's more to the story than meets the eye. In the story of the British monarchy, tradition and duty are always on display. Recently, King Charles III's return to public duties after cancer treatment became a symbol of resilience. The world watched as he embodied the spirit of his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, continuing his work despite personal hardship. This narrative of steadfast service is deeply rooted in the monarchy's identity. The king's actions reinforce the ideal that to be royal is to serve, to endure and to put the nation first. The royal family's approach to adversity is stoic. The show must go on. The king's return is presented as the ultimate example of this ethos, reassuring the public and upholding the crown's stability. We're encouraged to see this as courage and strength. Yet it's worth asking, what does this expectation of duty mean for the individuals behind the royal image? Is this the only form of resilience we should value? The king's story is inspiring, but it also highlights the immense pressures of royal life. In this world, personal struggles are often hidden behind dignified silence. Not everyone finds strength in the same way. Not long ago, Prince Harry and Meghan faced their own storm under the public eye. Their struggles were mental and emotional, not physical. When they stepped back from royal duties to protect their well-being, they faced criticism and hostility. Unlike the praise for King Charles, their choice was seen as selfish or weak. Meghan's openness about mental health was met with skepticism, not support. This reveals a double standard. Physical illness is seen as noble, while mental health struggles are treated as inconvenient. The monarchy values visible endurance, but is less comfortable with invisible pain. Harry and Meghan's decision to leave was a radical act, challenging the expectation of silent suffering. They chose a different kind of resilience, the courage to walk away for their own health. The royal family, known as the Firm, prioritizes duty above individual needs. For generations, appearances and stability have been paramount. Queen Elizabeth II set the standard for stoic detachment, rarely showing emotion. The system rewards those who can compartmentalize and carry on, no matter the cost. King Charles's return fits this tradition perfectly, reinforcing the institution's values. In contrast, Meghan and Harry's openness about their struggles was seen as a challenge to the system. Their departure was framed as a failure, rather than a necessary act of self-preservation. The institution and media reacted defensively, preferring to maintain the status quo. Their story forced a conversation about the true cost of royal duty. Are the old ways still fit for the modern world? The answer remains uncertain. Let's compare these two royal health journeys. King Charles's cancer diagnosis was announced with careful, controlled communication. He postponed public duties but continued state business, earning praise for resilience. Updates were managed, framing him as a diligent leader. In contrast, Meghan's struggles were revealed in raw, honest interviews. She spoke openly about her pain and was met with skepticism and criticism. The king's illness was seen as a battle. Meghan's mental health crisis was treated as a problem to be managed or dismissed. The public was guided to see one as duty, the other as selfishness. Both stories are about people facing health challenges under scrutiny. The difference in narratives reveals society's discomfort with invisible struggles. A king working through cancer fits the heroic mould. A duchess seeking help does not. These stories say more about our values than about the individuals themselves. It's time to question those values. True strength isn't always about endurance. Sometimes it's about adaptation. Harry and Meghan's decision to step away was an act of emotional courage. They broke with tradition to protect their family, facing public and media backlash. Admitting their pain on a global stage took immense bravery. Their resilience was not silent endurance, but active self-preservation. This challenges our traditional ideas of strength. There is courage in leaving a toxic situation, not just in staying. Their journey redefined duty, putting their family's well-being first. By speaking out, they sparked a global conversation about mental health and the pressures of public life. This is a legacy of honesty and vulnerability, not just crowns and titles. These royal stories force us to reflect on what resilience really means. Why do we praise stoic endurance but criticize those who set boundaries for their health? Is resilience just about carrying on, or is it also about knowing when to change course? The monarchy's tradition values unyielding strength, but perhaps a modern definition embraces flexibility and honesty. This double standard isn't unique to royalty, it's everywhere. We often admire those who work through illness, but judge those who prioritize mental health. Our culture values productivity over people. The royal saga is a high-profile example of a broader issue. Real resilience is not just enduring, but evolving. It's about demanding a healthier, more compassionate way of living. Change is slow, but it's happening. The conversations sparked by these royal stories are eroding outdated norms. There is hope in open discussion and the courage to speak the truth. The monarchy's future depends on its ability to adapt and embrace different forms of strength. True resilience means making space for both stoic duty and honest vulnerability. This lesson extends beyond royalty. It's for all of us. We can build a kinder world by supporting mental health and challenging unfair narratives. Every act of understanding moves us forward. The journey to a more empathetic society is long but hopeful. Let's celebrate all forms of resilience and value every individual's well-being as the true crown. And here's something the tabloids won't say. Meghan is redefining what it means to be royal without the crown. She's creating her own legacy rooted in authenticity, compassion and creativity, not outdated protocols. While the British press continues their predictable smears and side-eyes, Meghan is simply out here thriving, with wine in hand, microphone on and a loyal global audience cheering her on. So let's toast to Meghan, the Duchess of doing it her way. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Sussex news, unfiltered and unapologetic. This is Adrian and we'll be back with more very soon. So while the press is busy painting Charles as a symbol of royal strength, let's not forget the emotional strength it took for Meghan to walk away, for Harry to speak out, for both of them to protect their kids from the very machinery that still demands performance over peace. Yes, Charles is showing resilience, but Harry and Meghan showed something far more powerful, the courage to say enough. Thanks for watching Harry and Meghan Tales. If today's episode resonated with you, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We're here to uplift the truth, no matter how royal it is. Until next time, I'm Adrian. Stay bold, stay kind, and stay tuned. Cheers, dears.